Dana?
And more than 24 Republican attorneys general backing Texas in its standoff with the Biden administration, writing to the president and Homeland Security Secretary Mayorkas, what you should do is simple: enforce the law and protect the border. And despite some recent suggestions that you should nationalize control of the Texas National Guard as a ruse, we would like to remind you that you cannot do so without legal authority that you currently lack. If you cannot bring yourselves to enforce the law, get out of the way so Texas can. Iowa Attorney General Brenna drafted and signed that letter. She joins us now. Brenna, what was the most thorny legal issue that you had to work through? Because this is something I'm sure you've never had to do before.
Well, we've never had to do it before, and the legal issues are simple and straightforward. The federal government must secure the border, and if they're not going to do it, they shouldn't be trying to keep Texas from doing the job that they just won't do.
So the Biden administration says we are doing what we can do, and that Texas is in the wrong here. Texas now, I understand this is back at the appeals court level. What do you think happens from there?
Yeah, well, let me say this, too, just to correct the record. We're doing this letter with 27 states to support Texas. We're leading it together with Utah because the Biden administration has been cutting the wire. They even had one situation where they used a forklift to lift it and let 300 people through illegally. So they are on the wrong side of this. This goes back to district court in Texas. We're going to keep on fighting. We need to have a secure border. And I just wish if the administration would put half as much energy into securing the border as they have fighting with Texas over Texas doing the job they won't do, I think this problem might be a lot better off right now.
We got the numbers for December of how many migrants encounters there were, 302,000. That was a record. Do you feel that Iowa are you seeing the effects of this illegal immigration in Iowa itself? I mean, many states feel like they also are border states at this point.
Well, Iowa is a long ways from the southern border, but with the border out of control, every state's a border state now. So we see the effects. We see the drug cartels active, selling illegal drugs in Iowa, increased fentanyl that's killing our young people, human trafficking, you name it. It also worries me the number of people who are suspected terrorists on the watch list that have been encountered at the southern border. It's a real danger, a real concern, and the border must be secure.
Will more Iowa National Guard head to Texas?
Well, that's up to the governor we have here, and Kim Reynolds has been a great governor and has been supporting Texas. She has sent folks there to help out, and Iowa stands ready to help Texas do the job that the federal government won't do.
All right, Brenna, the Iowa Attorney General, great to have you here this morning explaining it all to us. Thanks.
Thanks.